Howdy ho folks, it's your multiversal medium here for another episode of Dread Delusion. The game that doesn't want to stop with all its wonderful world building. Last episode, we were kind of just finishing up odds and ends. This episode, well... Oh, it parked my ship properly. Well, isn't that nice? Yeah, that's pretty nice. Anyways, we're finishing up odds and ends, and we came over to this island, which obviously has the Iberian vessel we've been looking for. Besides getting that Iberian vessel and confronting Vela Kolos, I believe the last thing we need to do is actually just finish up the Jade Skull treasure hunt kind of thing. I don't even know if those things are made out of jade. Either way, we're reaching the end. I don't think there's much more, if any, side quests or bits and bobs to look into. That being said, bits and bobs, guess what I should probably have on? Yeah, we're gonna put on our wonderful little leech friend. Hooray! Anyways, have you guys been? It's been the usual 2 weeks for me, which means everything feels weird and different. Flip-flopping between a really good game that has kind of like standardized controls of what you'd expect from an action RPG, to Immortal Life, which has a control scheme that makes sense, but just not in the US. Like, it's a very Asian country style control scheme. You know, circle meaning yes, X meaning no on a PlayStation style controller. To so since I finished Harvestella, I've been recording a game that's super expensive that I just kind of want to do an essay on, a complete series, as well as a long play on, and probably not actually turn it into anything episodic, called Cubivore. And I love that game. I love everything it's doing except the control scheme. It controls like utter butt. It really, really does. And I can't even fully blame the game. Like, it was meant to be an N64 game, and it's on the GameCube, and it ain't too pretty with that transfer is all. Kind of like these dudes. These dudes did not transfer into any shape or form very prettily. Gosh, man. You come out of the womb getting beaten by an ugly stick or what? Gosh dang, man. Like, you gotta face a mother would scream at. Gosh. The absolute hecky. Moving the heck on. As I mentioned, yeah, Harvestella is over. Wonderful. The curse is broken, but it's actually truly and completely over with now, because I just finished, and I mean just did, the video finished just before doing this recording. I finished rendering all the episodes. I just need to put them up there. We are officially done with that. That being said, there's one last caveat to that. So, in order to finish the final episode, I had to pop on the game again and refight the final boss a second time and record it, because the final boss does like voice lines throughout the final fight that are supposed to be kind of important, because it's a very cinematic fight. It's more in line with Final Fantasy X's final boss, where you can't really lose the boss fight. You're constantly being healed through it. You know, I think it even says you're filled with determination, kind of Undertale style, which is probably just a ripoff of Undertale, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That game does not deserve any praise or any merit. So yeah, it's probably just some dev liked that line from Undertale and probably just ripped it off. But ooh, we actually had the key for that. Oh, nice. Smash. There we go. What do we got going on in here? Emberian ore. I just got way too much of that stuff at this point. Like, it went from being the rarest, like, will I ever have enough of this stuff to do everything I want, to, oh yeah, Emberian ore, who cares, whatever. And it did that within, like, the span of one episode. Oh, well. Anyways, the final fight in that game's akin to Final Fantasy X, where the actual final boss is... you need to work to die in it, basically. So, considering it's meant to be a cinematic kind of thing, the final boss is talking during it. Which is fine, it's cool, it's whatever. She did not do the lines well, like 100%. It's some of the most, I don't care, this is a paycheck line reading I've heard in a long time. But the issue was, let's see here. Let's get me a lock bug and such going. Give me a nice little lock bug. Give me a nice little hat. Give it another shot. Well, give it 2 shots. There we go. Anyways, with that in mind, the line she was reading in a perfectly monotone, I hate my life kind of way, were kind of soft compared to the music for the boss fight. So basically, my first recording, you couldn't hear her whatsoever. So I had to completely go through the boss fight before it, the stupidly long cutscenes after, and eventually get back into that boss fight just to beat her down again, to get the voice lines with all the other audio settings set to basically 0 besides voices, just so then in the editor I could like boost the voice lines 5 times in order to be heard during the moments she's supposed to be speaking in the actual recording. It was insufferable. Anyways, that was my morning. How's your guys' going? Actually, that wasn't even my entire morning. I'm coming off like doing a bunch of chores on top of that. Ooh, looks like we got everything. Good stuff. Cool. Cool. Funky. And as we all know, fresh. It's a very slow elevator, but considering how rusted it is, I'm just happy it's moving. This good? Are you grabbing me? Oh, that's actually great. I actually love that. We got all the switches in order to activate the elevator. We just haven't gotten all the switches to activate the actual thing. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you know what's even funnier? We need to ride the elevator again. Oh, you know what's even funnier? We wouldn't have been able to hit the switch unless we rode the elevator. Oh my gosh. Ah, that's great. It's a stupidly slow elevator that you have to ride all the way to the top just to activate the thing at the top, so you can hit the switch to make it come all the way back down, so you can ride it all the way at the top again. Oh my gosh. Oh, the devs were legit giggling to themselves when they set this one up. No way were they not just kind of giggling while they did this entire loop right here. I'm not even mad. That's funny. Okay, is it working now? There we go. All right, what are we looking at? Ooh, Delusion. Fancy. Damaged Emberian helm. Oh, cool. Cracked and incomplete it may be, but you can tell at once that this helm is Emberian. Part of the legendary panoplies worn by those long-dead warriors during their conquest of the world and its inferior civilizations. Boosts all skills slightly. Ooh. That's some endgame gear if I've ever seen it. Let's take the slow elevator back down. Yeah. This is nice. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, so there's that area over there we need to explore, as well as this, obviously. It looks like there's 2 different ramps up that. We'll figure it out. I think I'm pretty good about exploring in this game and games in general. So I think I hopefully won't miss anything, at least if I can help it. We'll figure it out. I do like the fact that I chanced upon an item that's a constant truth potion or whatever. Because God knows, without this little lychee worm thing attached to my skull, I probably would have missed a lot in this game. Heck, I mean, sometimes I've chanced upon some of the areas that were hidden. A few episodes ago, I apparently chanced upon an area that's not even in guides that was hidden, but still. It's kind of hard to just assume every wall could be that. Ooh, hey, Imperial ore. Yeah, Imperial ore. It's kind of everywhere. I kind of assumed that Imperial ore was a lot like Dwemer ore or whatever. In the fact that Dwemer ore, once more, I think this is an assumption. I don't even know if it's confirmed or not, but I'm pretty certain it's like an alloy. It's a culmination of several other types of ore, maybe just 2 or whatever, and properly like melted down and fused together. And that's why you can't make Dwemer ore from like various ore nodes. You kind of need to melt down Dwemer items because that's the only form of the alloy nowadays in the Elder Scrolls series as a whole. So I just kind of assumed that's what Imperial ore was, like a melted down alloy of whatever the heck they had going on. But nah, it's just an ore type. Oh, hey, what's up? Wasn't that fancy. Back door, go. Alright, what are we looking at? Smash. Smash. There we go. And I have a feeling there's nothing over here, and I really shouldn't bother, but I like going into any and every place I can, so let's pop on through. Oh wait, no, there is some. Okay, cool. A large breaker-like switch is set into a console before you. The whole thing and the hut around it seem to have been put together from a haphazard, if impressive, selection of parts, which are now showing their age. I'm going to leave that one, actually. Doors shut tight. Is there not a way to open? Oh, smash. There we go. The reason I'm leaving that is more so I want to know what it activates before activating it. That's just the long and short of it. That's all I want to do. And I'm fine running back to activate it. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so from here, I think we can go up there. And then we just have the center area to check out. And once we've figured out what the heck all these things activate and possibly open, we may just leave the island as opposed to doing that. Why? Because this is main quest and I prefer doing side quests. Or just not doing things in general. Actually, yeah. I'll just like explore a game for way too long if I actually like the game. Okay, what do we got here? Band of Stimulus. This ring allows mana to regenerate based on the wearer's regen stat. A rare trinket, indeed, that fundamentally changes the physiology of its wearer. That is horrifying. Okay. Boost the stamina. Why do I have that one equipped? Whatever. No way, I probably have this one. That one is a minor boost. This one is health. Do I have like a better boosting one? Ring of the Robust. Windlers. Gosh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we actually put it on instead of the health regen and a stimulus? How does that work with the... Well, it's definitely at least slowing down the constant drain from the leech, so that's useful. Yeah, I think it's actually kind of equaling out. It means I can have a constant truth potion going at all times. Or at least a super long one before I need to top up. That's awesome, actually. Actually really awesome. Just got rid of the demerit to one of the most useful items in the game. Oh, good stuff. Not like the demerit was too bad or anything, though. Just kind of sort of means you had to make a lot of mana potions. It's what else. It's what else. Okay. That moss still up here? Oh, did I actually kill it? Huh. Okay. What you looking at? Okay. Line up the shot with the shot. Line up the shot with the shot. No, it actually hit. Cool. There we go. And yeet. Nope. That was the wrong button. You guys didn't see that. That didn't happen. It's fake news right there. That didn't happen. Okay. Line up the shot. No, wait. Hold up. Get my running shoes on. Yeet. There we go. I didn't need to do this. There's a ramp right there. Oh, I miss this game. Anytime I'm gone from, like, being able to record this, I always low-key do miss it. I'm debating. It depends if I have the energy to or not. But I'm debating whenever I get a complete series of this, replaying the game however many times I'd need to get all the other quest outcomes for, like, the complete version of my playthrough of it. Because on my channel, anything I finish, I do a quote-unquote complete, quote-unquote long play version. Just to pop up on the channel for those that prefer that. Not everyone's super into episodic nonsense, and I can't blame them. Cannot blame them there. So yeah, maybe if I'm feeling froggy down the line when I'm getting the complete version going, I'll record the quest completion for another playthrough. Ooh, is that laundry right there? Was the dude living here? Is he living here? Oh yeah, this was his living space at the very least. Definitely was some sort of living space. Stop that real quick. Oh, hey, what's up? Hold up, I'm gonna go loot. No, just... Oh, there's the Jade Skull. This is what we're still looking for. I think that's the last one. Okay. So, what's up, man? The face that peers through a straggle of hair is a picture of incomprehension and suspicion. suddenly breaking into an unexpected gap-toothed smile of amazement. Come closer there. I'm hardly going to kill the first conversation partner I've had in 30 years. Let me take a look at you. You are real, aren't you? Not another entropic discharge of the sphere? Say nothing as you approach. I'm real, are you? That's the first time I've been accused of that. Well, you certainly wouldn't be the first case of it. Still, you seem real. So do I, most of the time. My name is Rasmussen. As he comes closer, you can see that Rasmussen's clothing, ragged as it is, was once a resplendent set of old Iberian robes. Or rather, many sets. Now seemingly all patched and darned together into a single bizarre ensemble. Oh, I love this dude. You really are real. I was so sure we were all going to die out before anyone came back. Ooh, are you? No. Said it's only been 30... Could time be different here? Is he actually Iberian? He could be. Time could be different here. Who exactly is dying out? What is this place? You've been here alone for how long exactly? I'm looking for an engine, a sphere, I was told. Who exactly is dying out? We, the Rasmussen clan. Okay, never mind. My ancestors, the ones who built the ship. You've no doubt spotted right on top of us here. Or maybe he is Iberian. I thought we were all going to die out before anyone came back. What is this place? This is... Well, it doesn't really have a name. This is just where we ended up. I thought we were all going to die out before anyone came back. You've been here alone for how long exactly? Oh, going on 40 years now. Since my parents died. I think that's right. At least, it's a bit hard to keep track. We've been here, the family I mean, since everything really. Long before I was born. Oh gosh, it could be several generations. Oh gosh. I thought we were all going to die out before anyone came back. I'm here looking for an engine, a sphere, I was told. You know about it. Knowledge still endures. Yes, indeed. I shall ask how you found me, I suppose. But I have so many more interesting questions. So many things I've heard about the world out there. My grandfather told me you all live inside giant mushrooms. Don't they get a bit smelly? Do you still have snakes? I always wanted to pet a snake. I like this dude. Can I bring him with me? Is this my new sidekick? Just a weird gremlin-y dude that has no view of the world, but I shouldn't treat as lesser just because of that. But as we know in storytelling, people tend to treat such individuals as lesser. Anyways, where are my manners? Excuse me? It's been 30 years since I needed them. My questions can wait. You must have questions for me. I was trying to explain to you, wasn't I? This is our home. It was never meant to be, but the Rasmussens, I'm sorry, I don't understand. You'll have to explain. Never mind all that. Tell me about the engine. Please explain. I want to hear more. I do. Gladly. Well, now, my 8th great-grandmother was an engineer, an impossibly good one. Yeah, they've just been here for generations. Oh, gosh. Ah, sweet baby Jesus. Centuries worth of generations impossible inbreeding. Oof. When she was young, she became convinced that some terrible cataclysm was coming, and she built a ship to take us away. A new engine that could outrun the destruction. It almost worked. We escaped. But though the engine was a wonder, something went wrong with the steering. And instead of getting all the way away, the ship floundered, crashed, here. My ancestors scavenged from the ship, tore it to pieces and reassembled it. Used the engine for protection instead of propulsion. It would fry any big ship that got near, and after a while they just stopped trying. Most likely people got scared until now. I'm kind of surprised. Because one, we know generations or whatever. But how old is this dude? I'm going to guess he's got to be at least 50 something. He said it's been about 40 years since his parents are so past. We can assume he's the last generation, yeah. But if we're assuming he's 50, that means his parents passed when he was 10. He seems mostly well put together, all things considered. So I wouldn't assume his parents passed when he was a very young child, which I would assume would be 10. So then we're going up the age ladder more towards late teens to 20s. So now we're looking at 55 to 60 something. Dude looks good for his age. I'm going to tell him that. All things considered, he looks pretty good for his age. You know, he's got like gaps in his teeth or whatever. He doesn't have dental. He doesn't have anything to brush his teeth with even. I think he's doing pretty good. 40 plus years from like a young adult age by yourself in an island filled with the things we see outside. This dude's rocking it. And so, we've been here ever since. Just us, and now I'm the only one. The only one at all. The last Rasmussen. I have been hoping that someone might come, while I still could speak with them. Imagine you want to know more about the engine, though. The engine is revolutionary. It still works, you know. I'm the only one maintaining it now. But I don't know what I'm maintaining it for anymore. In any case, the engine works. It's up there, up in the wreck of the ship. Though without anything to do, it just puts out more and more energy. But you could remove it if you wanted. That's what you came for, isn't it? Don't worry. I know you didn't come here just to listen to me. I want this dude more than the effing engine. I'm telling you right now, I want him more than the engine. I want to take him and go on adventures. I want him as a party member, and that's the first time I've felt that way about any NPC. The sphere is up above, but you won't be able to reach it just like that. Puts out too much energy to get close to it. But there is a way to shut it off. 2 switches elsewhere on the island, separate from each other, fail-safes. If you can switch them both, the sphere will disconnect. You'll be able to get it out, move it. You really don't mind if I remove it? What will happen to you? I think I've already deactivated one of those switches. Right, off I go then. What's gonna happen to you, man? What? You think I'm going to stop you? You think I could even try? This dude is way more intelligent than he... 40 plus years in isolation. Or let's just say 40. 30 to 40 in pure isolation. It's effing infuriating. This dude's intelligent. This dude is highly intelligent about everything in his first social interaction with another person. His first social interaction with someone who's not his family. This dude is way too intelligent. Oh my effing gosh. This dude in a different setting allowed to effing thrive would have killed it, man. And in any case, what is it doing here now? Protecting me? From what? And when I'm gone, it will be protecting nothing at all. No, much better that it goes back to its original purpose. If you can switch them both, the sphere will disconnect. You'll be able to get it out, move it. I think I've already deactivated one of those switches. Well then, you already know what you're about. If you can find the other, you'll be home and dry. Goodbye. Gosh, dang, man. I got a ship over yonder. You want to come? Gosh, dang. One of the nicest interactions I've had with an NPC and dang near ever. Oy vey. That was really nice. Oh, that is officially every bit of a cipher chart. I think we just got the achievo for every freaking cartography thing. Awesome. But yeah, man, that dude's like weirdly super intelligent. And I know, like, just listening to all that, you're like, what do you mean he's super intelligent? The dude's been alone for 30 years, let's put it that way. And he didn't flounder much of at all, considering he saw someone for the first time in that time. Not to mention, I'm the first person that's not his family that he's seen, like, ever. He was perfectly composed. On top of all of that, like, he knew the overall reason someone would be here, is perfectly willing to accept how that works out, and is actually fully welcoming it because he's able to see the grander scope of everything going on. Like, gosh dang, man. There aren't any books around here. How you that effing learned? Gosh dang. Gosh. Makes me upset freaking. There's no way to probably get him off this island whatsoever. But before we go do that, because obviously we can go do that, but that's the main quest. We have a wonderful side quest to do, and that's probably going to be what we're going to be focusing on for the rest of the video. There we go. My save point is up here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Pop that. Okay, so I'm going to have to look up an actual guide of where exactly everything is. But we're going to be going for the Jade Skull stuff. I remember a handful. I think there's one in every major settlement, and probably one in the Eurodite Academy as well. So I don't know exactly where one is here, but my guess is going to be every major settlement, just in general. I know there's one in an island underneath the giant mech island. How exactly many do we need is the question. Okay. Ooh. I can really just super drop down through there. There we go. Cool. Now, spell-wise, before I start this, because it's on a timer, is this the... We want the return to ship spell. Just in case it takes a second. And, okay. I'll tell you what, guys. I am going to take a moment to pause when we get to the top of this, next to the switch, and actually just look up a map. Not going to look up an outright guide, just look up a map for this quest. Go over so I can actually see Raiders of the Drifting Isles. Yeah. It's a Raiders of... it's an Indiana Jones reference. The Raiders of the Lost Ark? Is that the name of that one? Yeah, whatever. BRB while I look up a guide or map or whatever. Alrighty. I got a map going. We're going to be trying this. Let's get this done. You feel a sudden sense of urgency. Okay. There's one. And we're going to have to fly around in our wonderful sky snail. The slowest of all frickin' mounts. Let's see, where exactly is it this direction? I think it's this direction. So, downward. Yeah, that little island right there. Yeah, this. Okay. That drop it? Drop anchor? No, it did not. Freaking Christ. Okay. This drop anchor. Yes, it did. Cool. So... Oh gosh, right on top of it. That's 2. There we go. I think the timer's more than enough, all things considered. It's just needing to know where the heck you're going is the biggest issue as a whole. This is Quill. Quill has one. Yes, it does. I think it was saying it was what? Kind of around here. I think it's actually right around here, actually. Yeah, there, probably. So let's drop down there. There we go, yep. Gotta make sure I drop anchor. No matter where the heck I'm at, I gotta drop anchor, man. Should be, yep, in here. There we go. Coolio. Oh, gosh. It's like a massive sense of urgency when I know I have more than enough time. So let's head on up. Going to take a second. And as we can all see from like earlier episodes, I'm not exactly the greatest at driving around my skyship. I really ain't. Okay. I think the next one's in Lord Ryder's estate. Is it up top? Or yeah, there it is. There we go. Coolio. And out we go. Head on back to the other side. And get it going. Next one was not over here. It was actually at the Duchess's. And the Duchess... Where is the Duchess located? Not there. I thought it was this side. Should be on this side. Is it actually... Nope, it's actually further this way. Okay. I reoriented myself. So it's the Duchess's study, which is probably going to be up here. This looks like an interesting land... Wait, what? Can I actually just drop down? I should be able to, yeah. We have a spell, it's fine. Okay, there we go. And get this spell going. I'll remember to hop back over here. In case we do need this as a landmark for some reason. Okay. Twisty-turny, topsy-turvy. Next one, I think, is... Yeah, let's go for the southernmost one in Hallowshire. And then we'll start heading north of this one. This one is in the groundkeepers of my Hallowshire abode. Grab this and pop this heck quick. Here we go. What's up, man? So I heard you had a jade skull. Like, I'm not going to take it or anything. I just want to look at it real quick. Oh, wow, it's fancy. Cool. It's got a weird topaz thing in it now. Don't worry about that. It's totally not anything you need to worry about. Totally not an omen for the end of days. Just, you know, just chill. Hey, by the way, have you been taking care of the begonias or anything? That's kind of, like, really important on my list, man. Okay, so over here is Hollowtown. Hollowtown has one in the Winged Merchants Guild. Okay, anchor dropped. Cool. In the middle of town. That's got to be effing infuriating for everyone who lives here. Alright, yeah. This was one of the first ones I noticed, and it's like, that looks important. Ah, well. Let's see here. Hop on this. Let's head on up. And upwards and onwards. I believe we still need to do the Erudite Academy next. Let's see here. I remember where it was. I'm pretty certain it's in this dude up top's room. Which means probably up the staircase. Yeah. This seems about right. Hey, yeah. Cool, cool. Funky, funky. Fresh, fresh. Just hop over all that nonsense. I don't remember there being a spiral staircase right there, but I may be wrong. I tend to be that semi-regularly. Okay, I'm pretty certain that is all the ones in Hallowshire, which means we need to make our way to the Clockwork Kingdom. Clockwork Kingdom is this way, as obviously showcased by all the snow. We need to make our way to town, which is going to be interesting. Okay, pop this. Oh, you know it's possibly... Oh, anchor didn't drop. I'm dropping. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually, that's interesting. I can get to buildings I wouldn't be able to before. Now that I can be over places. Okay, so it's in a refuse pile like this one. Cool. Awesome. Get it, got it, good. Now we're just missing the last one, which is on the island as we saw earlier in this episode. So we're going to have to go all the way to the island and then rush to where it's at. And we should be good. So island should be this direction, I believe. I believe it's that one I see in the distance right there. Yeah, that looks like a giant cruise liner, whatever ship. Yeah, okay. So let's get going. Get going. Drop anchor. Yeah, yeet. That was dumb of me. Whatever. I love it when the games always have like a weird crunch sound effect to you like falling. It really sets in stone like, oh gosh, that was just your knees right there. That was your legs. How the heck you walking slash running? By the way, speaking of walking slash running, where is Agility's addendum? There it is. Let's get this frickin' going. There we go. This feels better. This feels better. Just to make sure I actually do make it there on time. And, it was through here, right? Yeah. There we go. Hey, what's up, man? Don't mind me. Just gonna pop that real quick. Raiders of the Drifting Island. On a small island to the northwest, an adventurer tasked you with opening an ancient door. You activated all the crystal skulls before the time ran out. You should now return to the island to open the door. Cool, awesome, funky, and, as we all know, fresh. That wasn't too bad. It honestly wasn't. It was, a bit anxiety-inducing, but not nearly as bad as you'd probably think. You can, basically... I mean, I'm in the slowest type of ship, aren't I? Then again, I was talking about that after getting this ship set up. It feels weirdly fast for how slow it's supposed to be. Then again, just moving in a ship probably feels weirdly fast for how slow it's supposed to be. Okay. I love that little island with the tree. I do. I love that that was one of the first islands we came across, actually, too. So it was over here where I was like, hey, this might be an interesting landmark. Yeah, this. So, cartography-wise, can I... Map's been updated. Gain cartography landmark. Am I still missing a handful of cartography things? I'd believe it. I thought I was good, man. 100%. It is what it is. Maybe I've only gotten the major landmarks and I'm missing like the minor ones. Yeah, look at that. That doesn't look complete right there. As we can see this weird outline around a majority of things. Well, actually, maybe it's not as true as it should be. Either way, it kind of just wanders off to that side. So, maybe we should go over there. Whatever. It is what it is. Not like it's an outright necessity. Or just the completionist in me. Which, is something I really shouldn't listen to a majority of the time. I gave up on 100%ing a lot of games over the years. And I have lived with that. I don't need to 100% any game, man. Well, yeah, So... Can you beat your fastest time? No, thank you. Door open. Where's that dude? Where'd he go? What you doing, man? You inside? You get your little MacGuffin piece? Best record, 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Just shy of it. I like that there's a little record thing, in case you want to do that. You know, some people thrive on that. It's like in Secrets of Grindia, people just trying to get the best times with the stupid teleport thing. Oh, wow, this... Huh. This is totally not like a horribly cursed artifact that's going to wipe out civilizations, is it? Because not for nothing, it looks like a horribly cursed artifact that's going to wipe out civilizations. Like, I'm not saying it's given me, like, the puzzle cube vibe from, like, Hellraiser. But it's given me the puzzle cube vibe from Hellraiser. And, I don't like it. Anyways, the adventurer yells furiously, "Squid shit! Typhos crap! Son of a silk slug! Confound it all! You good? What's the matter? You good? The treasure, it's a rock. It's a bloody IOU! That's hilarious. Look, this tablet here. In the prehistoric writings of the Sky Dweller tribes, this roughly translates as the great treasure hoard of, I believe this translates as Cloud Rider tribe. You don't even know how the name of the people the language is supposed to be of is written. Has been loaned to our brethren of the Drifting Isles for use of their hot springs. The bastards gave it away. He sighs. Well, you got the blasted thing open, so I suppose I should honor our deal. Yeah, you should. You may have my adventurer's cabin, and all that lies within. I ordered my servants to dismantle it for transport. That's weird. Now leave me. Perhaps there's still a gemstone left in the dirt somewhere. I mean, considering you have a obvious, hey, it's over here kind of thing, why don't you just go look for it over yonder? Just start a giant, like, trade quest kind of thing, where you're just looking for wherever it may be. It'd be funny. But let's see here. Let's go all the way over to where that portion of the map is kind of just not correct, as we can see it, and then I guess we'll go somewhere to do some quick smithing, or at least check to see how the... Was it actually just like right here? Is this the portion of the map that's yeah, actually. Maybe it's because of Vela's cradle. That might be the reasoning that it's not complete map-wise. Either way, let's go to the nearest town, outfit our ship and all that. See what the heck this upgrade is. I mean, even if it has everything and it's the coolest, awesomest, bestest thing, whatever, it isn't a sky snail, so do I really want it? Do I need to hit these things from like a certain angle with this mofo? I like the fact that its head moves around. Oy vey. Sky snail, do you just not like docking? Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? Oh. I saw it for a brief second. There we go. It's actually probably just the height. I think it's lower than it actually is, and that's what's happening. Okay, let's see here. So, cabin, right? Sloop, endless, clockwork, sky snail, and then splendid cabin. A truly magnificent cabin, surely the envy of any self-respecting sky captain. Outfitted with the latest decorative trends from Ryova, such luxury is unparalleled. It even comes fitted with its own library. Fancy. Oh, this... It doesn't look too bad, actually. Kind of fits. Huh. So... Obviously. Cool. Funky. Fresh. Okay, that's a lot of buffs. Just for one little cabin. That's awesome. It's got the library going. Am I missing any books? Where would I have missed any is the question. That's the actual question. Fancy. That's a weird place for that. That's like, come on, man. You gotta bolt it on down here, too. Cool. Looks nice. Honestly, it does. I like it. It weirdly still perfectly fits the sky snail aesthetic. That being said, I do like the snail shell more. Because, as wonderful as that looks, yeah, that's great. That's beautiful. It's not a snail shell. And, it's just not going to win that battle for me, you know? Okay, so... There are a few buildings that are floating. But I don't know if there's any worth actually trying to check out. Arguably, I guess I could get on top of where the Clockwork King is. But, is it worthwhile? I don't think you can enter any of these floating buildings, so I don't know if it's really worth it. I feel like somebody would have explored and done it by now, honestly. Oh yeah, upgrade stuff. So, damaged Emberian helm. 3 Emberian ore, it becomes a regular Emberian helm. Fully restored, the Emberian helm is a masterwork from a different age. To wear it is to be crowned again with the power that swept aside whole civilizations. It boosts all skills significantly. Wow, nice. That's actually awesome. So, nothing over here. How much Emberian ore do I still have? So I'm pretty certain I'm good to upgrade both of those weapons. We got 13, yeah, we're good. We're good. Fine sword to Emberian sword. A weapon forged from Emberian ore. Recovered from the long-lost civilization that shares its name. The metal is razor sharp and nigh impossible to gather. Yeah, tell me about it. And fine dagger to Emberian dagger. A small though it is, any weapon from long-lost Emberia is a marvel. This one moves like lightning. The blade unerring, keen, and accurate. Okay, cool. And from there, we have Void Sword, a masterwork forged from void ore, the legendary metal that absorbs light and nullifies the effects of magic. A fearsome weapon indeed, although staring at the blade for too long is said to be dangerous. Okay. Clockwork Sword. This sword's hilt is inlaid with ingenious hidden mechanisms, which can reconfigure the single blade into 2 at the flick of a switch, wrong-footing the enemy. Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. Shroomweave Sword. An ethereal sword of shroomweave, a substance long sought after by spellcasters. When gripped in one's hand, it is said that a shroomweave weapon makes casting spells quicker and less taxing on the mind. Okay. And the dagger? Void Dagger. A dagger forged from voidstone. The subtlest weapon in the subtlest form. This unsettling masterpiece is like a sliver of shadow, glimpsed in the corner of your eye before it's suddenly at your throat. A Clockwork Dagger. A curious contrivance from the Clockwork Kingdom. This dagger can be modified into a small projectile weapon called a... UI is glitching out. Pistol, making it lethal at range as well as up close. A clever enough trick, but surely they'll never catch one with the masses. They'll never catch one with the masses? Is it supposed to be catch on? I think it's supposed to be catch on. it probably auto-corrected to catch one for them. But yeah, I'm pretty certain it's supposed to be catch on right there. A glowing dagger or shroomweave. A substance found only in the bowels of a cephalok. When gripped in one's hand, it is said that a shroomweave weapon makes casting spells quicker and less taxing on the mind. Okay, so... No, I actually canceled that. Hit the wrong button. What are you guys thinking? We have 2 shroomweave, 2 void ore, and... we looking at clockwork ore wise? We should have some. I'm pretty certain we got some somewhere. At some point. Possibly. Oh, there's one. We have 1 clockwork ore. And I'm going to guess we should be able to get another somewhere. Considering there's 2 of each of these, and that makes sense considering we can usually only have 2 weapons equipped at any time. So Voidstone is max attack. Clockwork adds utility and Shroomweave adds spellcasting. We can actually pop this over. Well, hold up. That's for my lore. Lore's at... No, wait, that's my charm. Charm's at 110 with it. So if I put this on, it's 10 less, but it counts for everything, which is really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I kind of want to go clockwork with both of them just for the utility, but honestly, yeah, I kind of do. I think if we can clockwork the greatsword, it can become a portable cannon. I'm so curious. I'm also curious how this becoming a cutting blade is going to work. Letting us do melee at various points, which would be useful. Okay, I guess I'm going to look up where to get the next clockwork ore, because I feel like there should be 2. And for some reason, we're missing 1. So I'm going to look that up heck quick, and then I guess we're good to do the main quest. I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah, we got to put our sky snail shell back on, man. Definitely got to get our snail shell. Yeah, boyo. Yeah. Get that shell on. Heck yeah. A quick question, like buff-wise. Can I get every single buff just by switching out my cabins? I might be able to. That'd be nice. But I'll be right back. If it's not too much of a hassle, we'll get that ore real quick before this episode's over. But if it is a hassle, you'll have to wait till next episode. So BRB. Okay. I looked it up, and it seems like this is actually really odd, all things considered. The last clockwork ore isn't in the Clockwork Kingdom. I'm pretty certain from what I'm looking up, it's actually on this island all the way over yonder. Which one is very odd. I don't know how that would work out. Like, I really don't know how that would work out. That's just doesn't feel correct. But secondly, it seems to be in an Iberian vault on this island, which I'm going to assume is in the ship. Which is, once more, that doesn't seem correct for clockwork ore. It doesn't seem to be the place where that should be. Either way, that's what the heck people are saying online, so whatevs. I feel like it shouldn't be. But what do I know, man? What do I know? Maybe there's a reason this Iberian ship that crashed during the cataclysm would have clockwork ore in it from a country that... Actually, do we have proof that clockwork ore was made in the Clockwork Kingdom, or if it's something else entirely? What is the description for clockwork ore? An amalgam of clockwork machinery. This strange stuff can be used to upgrade an Iberian weapon to clockwork. It ticks and whirs in your hand, a mechanism in search of its machine. I don't think there's any proof that this is actually made by the Clockwork Kingdom. That kind of tracks for the other ores too. Like, yeah, Shroomweave was made in the Cephalok or whatever grows there, but it's obscenely rare and it's hard to raise a Cephalok to do that. The Voidstone was for killing gods. It's kind of a natural thing. Clockwork... The only other ore piece we got was from a... Like... Oh, you can actually just go through those? That's funny. Like a smuggler that got, like, caught in the Clockwork Kingdom, dropped his, load or whatever that he was trying to smuggle. But that doesn't mean it was made in the Clockwork Kingdom, or maybe it was, but even then... There's nothing in the description that says it needs to be made in the Clockwork Kingdom. It's just a piece of clockwork. Which maybe means any master craftsman can craft it, if they're good enough at making clockwork and have the materials. Huh. Anyways, last piece is apparently on the island. I'm gonna pop a save here. We're gonna call it good. It's been around an episode, maybe not the longest, maybe not the shortest, but it's been an episode. I'll talk to you guys later in another episode of Dread Delusion, but until then, ciao!